I'm back with another word from the Lord, with the Lord and through the Lord. I hope you guys could hear me. So the Lord had given me literally like something to. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow up with prayer first, and then we're gonna say a prayer first, and then we're gonna continue. Okay. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for all that you do, Lord God. Thank you for never leaving us nor forsaking us. Thank you for always being with us. Heavenly Father that art in heaven, hallowed be your name, for your kingdom come. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Do not let us fall into temptation, nor into the hands of the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Holy Spirit, have your way. All of you and none of us. Holy Spirit, we invite you to dwell into the secret place. We invite you to dwell within us and through us, Lord God. We invite you to dwell wherever we are, Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, we pray, Lord God, that you may open our minds and open our hearts to receive what you are telling us and showing us through this word, Heavenly Father. We pray, Heavenly Father, that you may open our ear gates and our eye gates, Heavenly Father, to understand, to for confirmation and revelation as to what you are telling us through this word today, Lord God. We give you all the glory, we give you all the praise, and we give you all the honor. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray, amen, amen, amen. Okay guys, so the Lord literally had given me a word when I was in the middle of something that he had me doing. And for a couple of days now, right, I've been wanting some pizza, like for like this was like last week, and I believe I've been wanting some pizza, and I'm like, babe, I want some pizza. I've been telling my husband, like, I want some pizza, right? And every time I wanted pizza, and every time I had the opportunity to get pizza, I didn't want it anymore. And so I was just like, no, never mind, I want something else, right? And the Lord would lead me to get like Chick-fil-A or something like that, right? Something that I actually enjoy liking, right? But for some reason I had an urge to eat pizza, right? And then a couple of days later, that was like last week, and then like during this week, I believe, he gave me, I think it was the day before yesterday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. He gave me like a video popped up on my timeline, right, where there was talking about like the food, basically like the food system, okay, the food system, like the bad foods that we eat, right, that goes in our bodies, right, that we put into our bodies, right. And pizza was on there, and the guy that was talking about it, he was saying how pizza is literally like a hormonal, something about the hormonal, it messes with your hormones, okay. And basically this message is going to be about exposure, okay. So right now what I'm speaking upon right now is about exposing the food industry, exposing what we eat in the inside, what we put in our bodies, okay. So and it goes deeper than this, okay. Let me start off with the pizza, okay. So pizza symbolizes something demonic to people that actually uses this phrase. Pizza symbolizes pedophilia, okay. Pedophilia. Every time a pedophile wants pizza, which is a symbolism of children, right? They would actually refer children as to pizza. It's like a code that they do, okay. And so the guy on the video, I hope you guys can hear me. The guy on the video was basically saying how pizza is a symbolized, or it's a code for children, right? That they want pizza, that they wanna, that they want children, right? And so he was saying that all relates to a hormonal system that goes on, because the pizza is a triangle, and the triangle literally represents, not just Illuminati, but like the Satan's head, okay, like the two horns and the his face structure, okay. So it goes deep. It goes deep into that, right? But today the Lord literally like today the Lord literally set me on this website that I was on, right? Because I was looking for something. He wanted me to look for something, and so when I was on the website, um, oh yeah, oh yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit. Before I even gone to the website, like when he showed me the video about the pizza, right? Um, my I still wanted pizza by that time, right? So I'm like, babe, can we go get pizza? I wanted some Little Caesars, and my husband, um, who actually said, do you want Papa John's? And then I was like, no, never mind. I don't even want pizza. That's when I went to Chick-fil-A. Okay, and then today, that's when the Lord told me to look something up. So I went to a website, and then for some reason I went to the about page, right? And then the about page, there was like another, like there was like an ad on the about page, right? And it was Forbes. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the website out, okay? But so they on the website, they literally was talking about, well, on the thing I clicked on, right? The title was about Papa John's most disturbing, thing about. Sorry, this is chocolate. My son had chocolate all over his hands. I was wiping it down with the wipey, but he basically. So yeah, so he basically was saying, so that was the title, right? About disturbing, something about the disturbing story behind Papa John's. Okay, that was the title, and so I clicked on it because the Lord led me to it. So I clicked on it, and I'm like, when I read it, I have my notes down here, but when I read it, I was like, wow, like that just makes me not even want to support these industries, like these type of companies, right? So it says. I wrote a couple notes down. So I wrote Papa John's exposure, and then basically the founder of Papa John's is he's affiliated with the a bro culture, okay, and in that bro culture they literally assault their employees in Papa John's, okay. So he was literally assaulting women in Papa John's, basically like saying rude comments, disturbing comments, sexual comments. He'll try to get frisky with them and everything, right? And so it's a whole organization that they're doing, okay, when it comes to bro culture, okay, which means if you don't know what that bro culture is, I'm going to explain it more in depth. So in this particular case, right, John is basically the headquarter of the whole bro culture system, right? So his basically like his closest friends are in that particular bro culture as well, right? Um, the employees will speak about it, will speak upon how one person was just a customer service telephone person, right? And then all of a sudden he became the CEO of the company and all that, right? And so little by little, he was bringing his close friends into the Papa John's organization, right? And that's how they became the head people of like CEOs and presidents and all that of the foundation of Papa John's, right? And it literally has to do with bro culture. And one person, they didn't really like like get down with with the bro culture, but they was literally keeping it quiet. Every time someone would speak up, he would keep it quiet because of the fact that of his entitlement and the money that was given on to him. That's the only reason why he was keeping quiet, right? And it's funny to me how wow, thank you, Holy Spirit. it's funny to me, and the reason why the Lord is saying this, because should I tell him that? Okay, so the reason why the Lord is speaking this to me, because at the furniture company that I used to work in, they also do pro culture. Okay, they did not like the fact that women were in charge. They didn't let the women speak upon um like upon the plans, and you know how you're supposed to be working as a team, right? But at the end of the day, the head always has the first say. The head says everything, right? Decides on everything at final matter, right? But at the end of the day, the Lord gave me this to expose what actually was going on in the furniture company that I was working in. Okay, they um they belittled women in that furniture company that I worked in. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because you don't see you like there's only like now I believe that there's only one woman that is supervisor, right? But she's not a head or anything. She's just a supervisor, right? And you could see the difference, how the way they treated the women and how the way they treated the men when it came to like the supervisors, the plant manager, the person that was second of second head of the plant manager, right? You can see how the way they was organized, right? And something in my spirit, it didn't sit right when I was working there, right? I'm like it always caught my attention, like why, like the guys were always like this, right? Every time, because I was close to my supervisor at one point, right? And she was like always trying to get a better position in that furniture company, but they barely didn't even pay her attention, right? Until she finally got the supervisor position, okay? So she would know the inside, what's going on in the inside, and she would actually come and tell me what's going on in like what is going on around the plant and all that, right? And so she brought it to my attention. She's like, I think they have something against women. And I didn't actually like pay too much close attention to that. But then when she got out of the that job, um, I started realizing myself that something more was happening than just belittling women, okay? And it's actually about a bro culture that they do. And I honestly was like, what is this, right? Like, what is going on here? Because they wouldn't assault women, or they wouldn't do anything like to go above, but they would belittle women, and they would like try to put women below the men. And I've noticed that in that furniture company, they didn't assault the woman. They didn't like get frisky with them or anything like that. Nothing sexual, right? But it's how the way they try to control the whole plant, right? Based on brotherlyhood. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Based on brotherlyhood, right? And that's that's part of brother culture. Well, yeah, it's like similar. Okay, yeah, it's like in that category, right? I'm not trying to compare like what Papa John did, whatever, to the furniture company that I used to work for, but there was definitely favoritism when it came to the men and the women in that furniture company. Okay, so yeah, this is literally a prophetic word of exposure. And thank you, Holy Spirit. Papa is literally meaning the head of the bro culture. He was the head foundation. Like everything had to go through him, right? And even if he was, and because at one point when everything was going on, people were speaking up about, like, the employees were speaking up about what he would do to them. He would actually be he would deny everything, of course, right? But they came to a point where he lost the seat of a chairsman, right? And so he basically had the mind of the wicked is ridiculous. He basically set up that organization in Papa John's organization, so he can still continue to do what he does, what he built on. Okay, he brought his closest friends. He brought his closest friends into that organization, so the bro culture could keep continuing, and so that he basically won't lose that position, right? Because at the end of the day, he lost the chairman position, but he was still working for Papa John. Okay. Mommy! Yes, baby. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. He was still working for Papa John, so he basically like it was like a win-win for him. Okay, it was like a win-win for him. And so nobody wanted to speak out about the the head people that change my place. Nobody wanted to speak out. Nobody wanted to say anything, right? And he organized that. He literally organized that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And the fact that what really disturbed me the most was um, on the website that I was reading the article in, right? They used a picture, right? They used a picture of him holding a cutting board, right? But Holy Spirit came through and he literally gave me revelation for that photo, okay? In that photo, he's wearing his red Papa John uniform, right? And he's holding the cutting board. It was a wooden cutting board, right? But the wooden cutting board looked like a paddle, okay? It looked like a paddle, and the Holy Spirit literally revealed to me that the paddle, like the cutting board symbolizes a paddle, and in the in the article, right, someone said a disturbing comment, right, about how it was like a gangbang, okay, and they asked the employees, the women, if they wanted to join in, okay. So you put two and two together, okay, you put two and two together. The paddle, it's disturbing, okay. And then thank you, Holy Spirit. Another revelation that the Holy Spirit is dropping on my spirit right now is that in the article, one of the guys asked a junior, like she was a junior in high school, right? One of the guys asked the girl if she should they were talking about porn, okay, about pornography, and if you put two and two together, in porn they use paddles, okay. In porn they use paddles. So you put two and two together about that cutting board. He literally was holding the cutting board like this. Like this with a serious face. Like, right? And so yeah, that organization is literally about bro culture, and it was a whole revelation that the Holy Spirit just dropped in my spirit, that the Lord was just downloading to me, right, as I was reading the article, and I'm like, wow, like, he wanted me to put this out for a reason, and I didn't even know what was the reason until now, but it had to do about the furniture company that I used to work for, and so, and to expose Papa John's. That's what it really is about, to expose Papa John's, because at the end of the day, we're over here eating from Papa John's, but we don't know exactly the story behind it, right? We don't know exactly um, what we're putting into our bodies at that. Like, if you really put two and two together, um, Papa John's is literally a pedophile, because he was like it was like women, it was older women and younger women at that, right? That he was assaulting, that he was trying to like being creepy with, okay? He was being a creep. And so yeah, guys. So pizza literally symbolizes for pedophiles children, okay? And this all connects together. This literally all connects together, like. But yeah, guys. So yeah, that's the word for today. That's the exposure that the Lord has given. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys don't support these type of food companies, and let the Holy Spirit lead you and guide you you um to where He wants you to go to eat. Okay, because you don't know the story behind. This is the main point. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We don't know the stories behind these top companies, right? We don't know the stories behind it until you know if you have the Lord, He's gonna reveal. He's gonna drop on your spirit. He's gonna reveal. Don't go there. Don't eat that. They idolize. They do this. They do that. He's gonna drop it on your spirit, right? I know for me, there was this one particular. Should I say? Yeah, there was one. There was this one particular restaurant that I used to like going to, right? But I didn't. But I went there. This was in the beginning of my walk, right? So I went there, right, and I wanted to eat some good sushi. Like I wanted to eat some good sushi, right? And that place never did me harm, right? Until I went to the sushi place, and the guy that was making the sushi, like he caught the only attitude, okay? He caught the only attitude, and I'm like, what? Like, what did I do just because I put the little claws, right? I put it on top of the plate, right? But I was supposed to put it on the side of the plate, okay? And he got the only attitude. Like he literally lifted up and put it back on the thing. But I only did that because I saw the other girls put it on the plate. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put it because I'm the type to like put things where people leave them at, right? That's just how I am. Like if I see something right there and if I use it afterwards, I'm gonna put it right there where it belongs because that's where I got it from. That's exactly how I am. And so, yeah, so he got an attitude, right? And then, like a couple of months later, when I started hearing the voice of the Lord more, he literally downloaded in my spirit that he basically was placing, wow, he basically was it was the spirit behind him that did that to me, but that particular restaurant was worshiping other gods, okay, and that's the only reason why he didn't want me going to eat there no more. No, and that's understandable, like, because I'm not gonna bow down and worship no other god but the Most High, okay. So at the end of the day, we must be aware about where we eat and what are we eating, okay, guys. This is very important. So, yeah, guys, I hope this blesses you guys. I hope you guys take something out of it. Um, go to the Lord for everything, for confirmation. Take me back to the Lord for confirmation, and take this word back if you want further, deeper revelation as to where He wants you to go. Okay, in particular. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Stay blessed up, stay prayed up, stay prosperous, and I will see you guys in the next word. Bye.